What's going on, champs and jambets? It's FireMonkey here, and we are currently on Reboot Royale, which is a recreation of Chapter 1 Fortnite, but we're not on this map for the sake of, playing Chapter 1 Fortnite or anything. We're on it because of the fact that we have to talk about UEFN. Epic Games recently announced earlier today that XP has been enabled in UEFN maps. However, it's not the type of XP system that you probably thought it would have been, based on what we know from before, right? So it's not going to be a whole entire system where you're sitting there, you'll, open a chest or something, and it pops up on your screen being like 300 XP or 3000 XP for surviving the top 20 or anything like that. No, what they're actually doing is a weird little system where you're getting XP every single minute silently. And what I mean by this is that you're getting that XP and everything, right? You're going to be able to get all that good stuff. However, they're not going to be telling you how much XP you get, and you won't even be seeing that XP right away. You'll just randomly one day, pop into Fortnite or whatever, and you'll go to your lobby after, playing some Battle Royale or whatnot, and all of a sudden, congratulations, you have a lot more XP in your locker. And the reason why is because according to the official blog post Epic Games had posted about everything, the UEFN islands will be earned on player-based minutes. So basically, it'll be like the UEFN island XP is earned in like a players on a permanent basis type thing, so they won't be tied to an accolade device or anything. They're just kind of granted, right? They're just granted to players for every single minute that they're playing on these islands, and then the XP earned will be rewarded to players on hourly grants to their account, meaning that you won't see the XP right away, but if you hop off for the night or you play for multiple hours on end, you'll log in one day and you'll just suddenly see like your UEFN XP has been calibrated, enjoy blah 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 XP. And it's honestly a weird system, right? Because I personally would prefer being able just to see my XP pop up live as I'm playing the game. So, just sit there and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's 20,000 XP, here's 30,000 XP or whatever right then and there. But seeing as you can just kind of play UEFN and, enjoy the maps and, hopefully it gives a decent amount of XP, you can just pop on and, play a little bit, pop out, play a little bit more, or do whatever else. It sounds like it's going to be, what is, okay then. I don't know why the floor is just missing here, but that might just be a little bug with this map when it was being developed and everything. But, it was kind of just like a whole entire system of like, hey, you'll just kind of see random XP popping up in your account on an hourly basis if you're playing UEFN maps, and Epic Games says that they're trying to make it an average rate similar to what you would get from playing normal creative islands or Battle Royale in zero build, so that might be a little bit of an idea for the radius they're going to be going in when it comes to, how much XP am I getting for doing this? How much XP am I getting for doing that? And all that type of stuff. So, it's like really just kind of a guessing game right now, but the bright side is you can finally start earning XP through these creative maps and stuff made through UEFN. And it makes me want to play them a little bit more because it means that I'm going to be able to participate and just have more progress going towards my account and everything, even during a time when I might not feel like that is actually going to be happening. Now they do mention that they do want to bring the accolade device from normal creative mode into UEFN in the future. However, they still don't have any estimated date or anything for that right now, so it's just something where it's like, hey, this is a mini solution while we work on a bigger solution for the broader future of Fortnite. But of course, I would love to hear in the comments down below, what do you think about this whole entire system of Epic Games giving XP through UEFN? Do you think it's going to be an interesting thing? Do you think it's going to be exploitable where you just end up AFKing like a UEFN map for a few hours, get a bajillion XP or whatnot, and then you pop out and you're like, okay, time to continue on with my life or whatnot? Because I feel it is going to be a little bit of like a, maybe it starts off a little too overpowered. Everyone's, just going up millions of levels or something. Okay, maybe not millions, but you know what I mean. But as time goes on and as more calibration gets done, maybe it gets a little bit less powerful where, it's more manageable and everything like that. So that's just something to kind of think about and keep in mind as we continue to, experience all these changes and everything. And it brings up the hopeful future of UEFN. They're mentioning the accolade device being updated and being worked on to support UEFN. But imagine if the future, once we start getting the save device working as well, tycoons and stuff are going to be great because, you have XP that can be granted through accolades. You have save devices so people can go in the tycoon, do some data, or do some like progress or whatnot, back out, go back in later and all that type of stuff, and just have some fun that way. And it just seems like it's going to be a good system once Epic Games starts going past the beta phases and getting more and more of these important features out into the wild that already exist in 1.0 so that we can use them in UEFN. With that said, however, I don't really have much more to add in topic about the whole entire UEFN XP thing or anything, but can I just talk about Reboot Royale for a second? I never really have played any of the recreated maps or anything like that, and obviously this one isn't perfect by any means, but I'm liking it. You know, it's not bad. I might play this every once in a while. It's just the main reason I don't play this map, and the main reason I don't play UEFN maps really right now, is because of the XP system. So, you know, assuming that I get a decent amount of XP from this and everything, and assuming that, you know, in the future save devices and all that stuff get worked on, maybe I'll end up grinding some Reboot Royale, because this isn't a bad map at all. It's got like some nostalgic lighting. It's got the old places and everything. It really gives me the vibes of Chapter 1. That was, wait. Is this supposed to open that way? I think that's broken. Okay, you know what? I don't know why that caught me off guard, but you know what? Yeah, just in terms of this map and everything, I'm really enjoying it. And oh god, someone's been here. And it reminds me, especially since I dropped over that one spot, which I think was like, is it, what? I know there's Welling Woods, Weeping Woods. Was it Weeping Woods? Was that, we were Welling Woods? It was one of the woods, you know, the wooded area. I used to always drop there in the early days of Fortnite, and I would have visualized sounds on, but this was during a time when, you know, visualized sounds would like completely mute your game sound, and I would not care. Even though, you know, it muted my game sound, I preferred the visualized sounds because, you know, I just crank up some music in the background, just be jamming out while playing some Fortnite Battle Royale in the good old days before we had bot lobbies and everything. So it's just kind of nostalgic in a way to go back to this and seeing everything that, you know, is kind of old. Like, obviously it's not a one-to-one recreation, but it really does give a good feeling to everything going on here. But that's a completely different topic. That is not needed for right now because, you know, everything going on here, and, you know, we're just talking about XP or whatnot. But I will end the video off by reminding you guys that I still have never binded my cone to a mouse button or any button in general after literal years of playing this game. It's been a topic that has been discussed back when I mainly played building lobbies, you know, before we had zero build or anything like that, but I've never had my cone binded to a button. So I'll leave you guys with that knowledge as you go on with your days. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it, and I am going to peace out while opening this chest. Goodbye.